Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu. Dear students, this is your teacher Bushra Salman and Shabano. We are here with another amazing topic, importance of questioning. This topic is really eye-opening, I should say, or it would really enhance our knowledge because the questioning itself is basis of knowledge, and we are going to discuss what kind of knowledge is beneficial for us. There are two types of knowledge. One is divine knowledge, another is worldly knowledge. Both kind of knowledge base is questioning. And overall, for human development and personality development, questioning is very important. We will discuss this topic in detail. Sister Shabana, would you like to add something in intro?
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and it's an amazing topic. It's a start and it's a basis of divine and worldly knowledge, and we will surely discuss it in detail. Yeah, Bishop Salman, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Importance of questioning is the first slide. Personality development through Quran and Prophet's life. So Quran and Prophet's life both emphasize on importance of questioning and asking, and we will come to know when we will go through this slide what Quran says. It says in Surah number 21 and ayah number 7, so ask the people of the message if you do not know. I'll just continue. Okay, so let's discuss first. So Sister Shabana, do you have to say something about it? This is very short ayah, but what it's telling us.
So it's like Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is telling us way to open the door of knowledge. It's a key to open our ignorance. You know, it's showing that if we don't know what to do. You know, so Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is telling us first step to go ahead. So the first step would be questioning. And for instance, if we look and if we think about a child, his conversation starts with questions. You know, why? What is that? So it indicates that questioning starts the discovery of everything. Yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful aspect. But I think about ayah is one more thing, which is, so ask the people of message that there is going to be always someone who know more than you. So if you don't know, it's okay. As long as you are able to ask question, as long as questions are coming into your brain, you are doing great, because it is once a wise man said that question is half knowledge. That you're already there. Your mind is fertile. You're thinking about things, and you want to inquire about more about a certain thing. So you're already halfway there. So if question comes, what is right thing to do? To ask people of message. Here it means like people who know about it. Maybe here Allah Ta'ala meant like who has the Quran, who has message of Prophet. But in general, it would mean like any person who qualifies in that area. If you have any question in medicine, who you would go to? Doctor, right? If you have question related to educational stuff, who would you go to? Your teacher. So on, so forth. If you have any question related to how to manage a house, you will go to your mom. So the people of message to me are people of knowledge, actually. So this is really
point.
Yeah, this is very short ayah, like, but it contains a huge message inside. So yeah. Now asking questions leads to success. Why? It increases your confidence. You learn new things, form new relationships. Now compare two people in the class or a group or at home, any community, one is asking lots of questions and one is not asking questions, would their life be similar? Sister Shabana, would you like to comment on that?
No, I believe a conscious behavior generates questions. You know, a thinking personality is questioning. So we are very aware of all those scientists whose early life started with questions. You know, these are the evidence from our these worldly knowledge and these scientific inventions. So they are, and these questions really makes a difference on all part of the personality of the person who is questioning, because he always into first he thinks, he process, and then and it also increases the wisdom as well. So in all the aspects, we cannot ignore that questioning has a less importance. Yeah. And the second point, you learn new things. Of course, one question ends up in an area where you discover a new question, and that
Right.
question uh, brings to another, opens a new avenue of more questions. So
Exactly.
it's a ongoing process.
Ongoing journey.
And once you step ahead, you're moving ahead, your windows of knowledge keeps on opening. So I
That's
don't think there is I believe there is a lot more difference between a person who is asking questions, and there is a one minute thing which we have to keep in mind, that be relevant wherever you are.
that
Don't
is
don't be distracted. So I believe we will discuss it in further slides, that how to be relevant a bit, so that we should know where to ask, where to go. As you said earlier, that uh, there are, if you're asking about your something you're trying to manage home, you will definitely go to your mom or anything you're, so you we should know where to go
right,
and
right,
what to ask. Yeah.
right.
And I think this comes with the experience, by asking again and again questions. So it's a great process. Questioning is amazing.
Questioning is amazing. And I forgot to mention one thing which is very important, that the history of questioning is as old as the history of human creation. When
Wow,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Hazrat Adam alayhi salam in heavens, the angels who are beautiful creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they asked the question, the first question, why you created this human being who is going
Masha
to
Allah.
who is going to who is going to spread anarchy or chaos in which is called fitna in earth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied, I know what you don't know. So it gives us two lessons here, that that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave that ability to angels to ask question, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes to be asked, because Allah ta'ala wanted to convey that
Yeah.
he knows more than anybody. And the second lesson is, which I just said, that Allah ta'ala knows more than anybody. He has the ultimate knowledge of things, but definitely he has given that knowledge to other human beings. And then the second part of this event, this story, is that Prophet Adam alayhi salam, then the angels and the Prophet Adam alayhi salam both were asked a question, but angels were not able to reply. But Prophet Muhammad was able to sorry, Prophet Adam
Prophet
was able to
Adam.
reply. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Prophet Adam was able to reply. So it shows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives knowledge, is more knowledgeful, right? It's Allah's one of blessing of Allah ta'ala. We should take it as a blessing. So it's not that Hazrat Adam alayhi salam was able himself, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
capable himself. It was God given knowledge, and angel could be given the same knowledge. And
yeah.
at the same time, Allah is telling that I have ultimate knowledge. He is given some, you don't know this, and I have ultimate knowledge. So this history of questioning is this old, And yeah, if we come back to slide, it increases our confidence. All these things which in the slides, they are linked together. When you will ask questions, I think this the second part should be the first one. When you learn new things, it builds your confidence, right? Because you are able to talk about it, you are able to relate with people. It enhances your confidence, and when you are able to relate with people, it builds your relationship. So this is an amazing thing in itself. So never
And
be
Bushra
afraid of
Salman,
asking questions in class. Yeah.
the way you elaborated the first how it started questioning. There is another thing that came into my mind, that we should be very respectful the person who is knowledgeable, because that knowledge is not his ownership.
Right.
It's given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that respect relationship, whether it is from nature, whether it is a little kid who is telling you something which you don't know earlier. So there is the relationship which is coming out of this questioning answer session, or this generates respect. This should generate respect, because
Yes.
ultimately you are respecting God's knowledge, the divine knowledge. You are admitting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this person this knowledge, whether he is your teacher, whether he is your mom, whether he is your father, any of your friends, even he is younger than you. This respect relationship is the basis of any relationship.
I
So I
agree.
think, yeah,
I
yeah, this
agree.
this this also is very
That
amazing thing
is
which Allah
that
subhanahu
is
we should not forget that this knowledgeable man is a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whether he is a science teacher or non-Muslim or Muslim. He is somewhere, he's there with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. That's beautiful aspect.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No worries at all. That was a really important point. Thanks, Jazakallah khair for adding. So the thing is, you're right. That person is important. Your teacher is important. So that shows why we should respect our teacher a lot. Um, so
And
wonderful.
everyone. So
And
I
everyone,
believe everyone,
everyone.
the
You're
nature,
right. Nature is also
everything.
the teacher. Yeah,
A teacher, yeah, yeah,
yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Okay. So we will now discuss benefits of questioning in detail.
yeah.
Generally, people do not like asking others about anything. They think that asking questions means admitting one's ignorance. This is fatal. Asking should rather be regarded as being like consulting a dictionary or an encyclopedia. No one can learn everything on his own. To compensate for the gaps in one's knowledge. One studies books, similarly, one should develop the habit of asking questions of those who are well informed. The knower is like a living book for the seeker of the knowledge. If no bias comes in the way of reading a book, no such feeling should come in the way of putting questions to one who knows. Interacting with people while asking them questions not only increases our knowledge, it also develops human relations. Thinking and learning a lesson through it is uh, the greatest action of an individual. That is reflection on the things around him and learning lessons from them. It is as if the process of the intellectual and spiritual development, which sets and man in the form of serious reflection and meditation, never comes to an end until the time of his death. Beautifully written. So, Sister Shabano, what would you like to say on this? There are many important points in this slide.
Yeah, I think it's further explaining the slide we discussed, Priyos. Um, I think we should. This slide encourages questioning process. Basically, and emphasizes the importance that why one should question himself. This is your personal journey. This is your personal process, thinking process. So we should not hesitate to question. First thing which comes in my mind, that we should not hesitate to question. And I think if we go we if we think in a deep manner, I think this is a brain's activity. It um, it activates your brain. it's your brain capacity to, and it enhances your brain capacity to get into more detail. So questioning in itself enriches your thought process, you know. So okay, and now I wanna just add this, that this, if you are not able to question, don't be it is a process that will start with time. It will not come up in a way. Just focus to start the process of question. What we have to do initially, we have to be focused whatever we are doing. If we are not focusing, we are distracted, then this process cannot be started, you know.
Right.
So we like you earlier, you told us, explained the initial thing. If all the angels are not listening to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if they would not be able to question. So we should be focused, we should not be distracted, and then question itself
Yeah.
will be there. This is one thing. I think you can, if you want to add something.
Yeah, I would continue your point. The thing you said, that if you're not able to question, what you should do, you said focus. That's really amazing tip. Another tip is, think about anything which is in front of you, and you think that, do you know all aspect about that thing? That would trigger the questioning. That same thing was done by angels when Allah created Prophet Adam. They must have thought this: why Allah has created, like why Allah Ta'ala has created this creation.
Yeah,
They were thinking about purpose of that creation. So when you look at something, think of its purpose. That's the first clue which those angels gave us. That always think about the purpose of the thing. Then think, what does it it do? How it is created, what it is made of, what is how it functions, what are various functions, what are various action it performs. Is
yeah.
is it harmful, is it these are just examples. Is it harmful, is it beneficial? So this universe of questioning is unlimited, but that's how you can trigger your brain. Do I know everything about this thing? That is the main question which you should have in your brain for everything, and that would trigger further questions.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
the why factor is very important. That
why
starts
factor
the
is very
process. The
important.
why factor. Yeah.
Why factor, we are going to discuss that thing, that why, what, and how. These all are very important factors, which I just said. But I would like to further discuss this slide. This has very important point in the first paragraph, that sometimes what stops us from questioning, like we want to ask question and sometimes we don't ask question. As a student, I felt this thing. I think sometimes I didn't ask question in the class when I was student, that I would look silly to the class, I would look silly to the teacher. And in fact, that is our uh, man-made ego, or what I should say, self-esteem, man-made, self-created self-esteem, which stops us. Oh, when I will ask question, I would look silly. No, no question is a silly question. It would enhance your knowledge. So just like Syed says, that you are not you don't take any bias in your mind when you go to the library or when you consult dictionary. So consulting a person for certain knowledge, whether it's your teacher or your classmate or your sibling or anybody in the community, it's there shouldn't be anything in your mind that if I will ask question, I would look people of I would look person of less knowledge. It's just like consulting a dictionary. This is very important point, and it would build your relationship, and it would enhance your personality. Person who knows more is of course more has more powerful personality than the people who don't know a lot. And it would enhance your intellectual and spiritual abilities. Like in the world you can strive better and be successful, and in spirituality, which means knowing deen, getting to know more Allah and your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these things, questioning has this much benefits in itself. Sister Shabana, would you like to add something?
Yeah, you amazingly well said. it was very important aspect of this slide, that we should not be hesitate. We should not hesitate. We should encourage ourselves. You know,
Right,
encourage
right.
ourselves. Yeah.
Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah. So let's go to the next slide. This is the same thing which we were saying. Like,
Yeah.
we were talking about the part how to trigger your brain to ask questions. If you are not asking question, how to trigger? So you have to think about 3 factors: why, what, and how. If something is in front of you, if it's a thing, or if it's an article, it's anything in the world you see, or if you're reading your concept, your biology, chemistry, and physics concepts, everywhere these 3 questions are very important in every field and every um, type of area of the knowledge. Okay, so Sister Shabana, would you like to read this? These are some important questions that would trigger
Yeah.
our brain, and it's about ourselves. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure. Thank you. Why you are you? Why you are a girl? Why you are a boy? Why you are a human? Why you are on this planet Earth? Why you are brown, white, or black? Why are you not a bird, a cat, an elephant, a dog, a tree, a river, a mountain? Why sky is blue, night is dark, and the day has light? Amazing questions, no doubt.
Amazing question. Amazing. So this is actually in this slide we are pondering about like our own existence.
Exactly.
The questioning should be started from our own self. So this is actually part of your activity. Think about it. Thinking is your activity. Also, we will read further slides, and you will take any 5 questions among all those slides, and you will write down any 5 questions and write down the answers in your own words in your notebook. You can take it from this slide or upcoming slides, but we will briefly also discuss these slides before we jump to the activity. So yeah, thinking about your own self, because we are amazing creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Human is an awesome creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these questions would give us some answers. It would give us who we answer that who we are, and who is our Khalik, creator, and how amazing he is. I think that is hint from my side to you guys. Rest I would leave on you to think. Sister Shabana, would you like to say something, or we should move to the next slide?
Yeah, just I want to add that these are the existential questions, and these questions will firm you wherever you are. You know, if it will generate satisfaction. If you are able to find answer to these questions, you will be satisfied whoever you are, and you will be purposeful, and you will be focused whatever you are, whatever area Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created for you, and you will be able to focus and look forward to do what you need to do rather than distracting the whole life. So whatever you are, you should know who you are, why you are here, what is the purpose of life. So this is a journey to, I think, spiritual peace. Because if you're not satisfied with your own self, why I am, what's the benefit of me being here? So these questions, identity makes you what you are, and owning yourself is a very important part of yourself. And owning yourself with reference to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Think these questions with reference to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. We cannot go beyond this limit. We are always in his focus. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like managing us. So we have to think these questions with reference to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. And when we will try to discover in this way, we will be satisfied. We will get our identity, and we will be focused. And this is what we really need to go ahead.
That's where these are very important points. I agree. Zakallah. The next slide is why Earth is round. Some more questions, and it's about Earth now. Why sun rises from east and sets onto west? why we fall down, why can't we get lifted up, why there are colors, red, blue, yellow, green, why do we need insects, birds, dogs, cats, cows, why do we get hungry, get thirsty, why do we go to sleep, why can't we stay up all night and days for a month and a year. All these questions are opening, like Sister Shabano said, an avenue. They are opening a avenue towards a field of science, a field of knowledge. For example, if we contemplate that why sun rises from east and sets onto west, why we fall down, this is about physics. This is about
Astronomy.
astronomy and physics. Why colors are red, blue, green, and yellow? This is about human
Chemistry.
mind's perception, the eye, how eye works, how it interprets colors. So it's biology. Why do we need insect, birds, dogs, cats, and cows? It's about ecosystem. Again, it's biology.
Yeah.
Then why do we get hungry, get thirsty? It's getting to know your own body. Again, biology. Why we go to sleep? Why can't we stay up all nights and days for a month and a year? Is again biology, and also it tells the mechanism which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made for us, the day and night, and the need to rest and ability to replenish ourselves after the sleep. So all these are amazing questions and they are topic in themselves. And I would like my students to ponder on these questions. And in upcoming classes, which are our part of our long course, we will have discussions on these topics in details. But right now, Sister Shabana, if you want to add something on any of this point, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think one question was missed, and I will just add in that fall why we fall down, why we can't get uplifted, lifted up. So this was question came into mind of a scientist Newton, the apples fall, and he
Yeah,
started
okay.
thinking. So it opened an avenue in his life. He went on this journey and he was not able to answer fully. Like he opened an avenue, opened a
Beautiful.
new branch of science. So I like just ponder on this thing that one question takes you to the limit of the knowledge. And he is still, we all are know that who is Newton and what he has done in the physics and chemistry. All basic laws depends on the law of Newton. So I believe we should think over it again and again, and we should know that how it is important to question, how it is very important to question, and how it is focus anywhere. If it is positive, focus wherever you have interest. Focus. Start. No, don't be distracted. I think these questions are very like we are human beings. We have limited life. We have limited um, power to think. So I believe we should by thinking and by questioning we can choose a area which is which is specified by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our capability, for our abilities. So questioning will also define our destination as well, worldly. And so we have to keep in mind that which area we are going to. So
Yeah.
positive questioning, which will trigger positive aspects of life, go ahead and choose,
Right.
and you will find your interest. You will not only you will know about the word, you will know about your own interest. Where Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed every person a specific quality. None of all us are same. We all are having different potential qualities. We have to um, discover those potential qualities. So questioning will discover our own self, what we have for our life, because we are all blessed. Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
This is really an amazing discussion, Sister Shabano. That thing that when Newton was observing that apple, it just did not open an avenue for himself, but for whole humanity. The
Humanity.
the Newton's law of the Newton's laws, all three laws, that was the start of that contemplation or observation and the questioning. Like he must be curious, right? In his brain, he had that question. Now, why it fall down? So yeah. So these are some important points about Earth. Then there comes body. Why do we have 2 hands, 2 feet, and why not 4 hands and 4 feet? Or no hands or no feet? Why do we study? Why can't we just stay home and not go to school? Why do we need to work? Why we need homes and cars and offices? Why do we need aeroplanes, ships, computers, internet, and technology? These are some other brain triggering questions. They are very simple things. They are about everyday life. They're about our body and our self. It should be like question about self, because yeah, aeroplane, ship, computers, maybe they're not our body, but it's like they are related to us. We are using them. So why do we need all these things? That should trigger your brain, and you should ask from yourself, why do we need it? How it helps us? So, Sacha Shaban, would you like to say about
I just want to ask Vishna, do students need to elaborate it in detail or whatever they feel? And if this generates another question, what they should do? Because I think
if it generates an
they will end up with more questions.
Yeah.
If journey which going to start,
which would be amazing. That would be amazing. So if your answers to these questions, which be giving you as an activity, like you have to pick any 5 of these slides, like from slide 6 to slide 10, there are all questions. Just pick 5 any questions and start writing down answer in your own words. And if you have more questions, that is amazing. Any answer which is having question in itself would be an amazing to us. And your class teacher, your amazing class teacher out there, they can answer those questions and we can answer those questions, which would be part
we
of
will maybe we are, if you are not able to, we will go after those questions and we will definitely look for the answers.
Yes,
it would be a great opportunity for us to learn more.
We can have another activity. We can have class activity based on those questions. I can list down the questions with me, and then we can do a live session on those questions.
Sure, we would love to.
Okay, family. Why can't we live alone? Why we need friends? Why we need to be happy? Why we need gifts and toys and clothes? Why we need to celebrate holidays like Eid? Why we need to pray, fast, give charity? These are all amazing questions which are related to our family and social life. Allah Ta'ala has made human a social animal. They cannot survive alone. Even Prophet Adam was created with Hazrat Hawa alayhi salam. Eve. She is called Eve in English. So, because the reason is human are designed to collaborate socially. They're not designed to stay alone. So why this is one of the answer that why we need friends. Why can't we live alone? I just answer first 2 questions. You can rewrite this answer. You can make use of this answer and further add your thoughts. Just like that, you can answer rest of the questions. Now you have an idea that you have it, the answer. You have it in your life. You just need to find that why we need to be happy. This is a very important question, and if you include it in your activity, I'll be very happy. So I would like to know that what do you think? Why we need to be happy? So, Sister Shaban, would you like to add on any point which are on the slide? Please go ahead.
This question, why we need to be happy, is a question which is answered by millions of writers, and they have written whatever they know about the worldly knowledge. And I think the ultimate answer is in Quran. So the ultimate and the divine knowledge, the source of divine knowledge is Quran. So I believe it's a beautiful question. As we proceed in age, our happiness varies with time to time. So we should, but one happiness which is for man, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will, to be good in his eyes, to be with reference to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are, it's a very deep topic. It's a very beautiful topic, and our human nature, that how can we be happy? It's not only why we need to be happy, because these questions are interrelated. Why we need to be happy? How can I be happy? So as you said, that human being is a social animal. So his happiness comes collective, on collective terms. So this is amazing topic, and I think the only answer which we get, no, and any of the book cannot tell us the way Quran and Sunnah and life of Sahaba, the companion of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, has mentioned how to be happy and why to be happy. So I think I gave a very big hint, but we should, and we should know where is my happiness. So this, and again, it's a very grand avenue. It's opening a grand avenue. So
Right.
all the questions are very important.
All the
We should,
questions are important.
yeah,
I
very
agree.
very.
I agree. So yeah, the focal point is thinking on these questions would open avenues for us. Now, just like Sister Shabano said, when you will think why I'm happy and you will try to find out the answer, and ultimately you will find the answer in Quran and Sunnah. So it means you will be learning more about Quran and Sunnah, and you would be learning more about yourself with the eye of Allah, with the eye of Quran. Because Allah Ta'ala has created us. He knows our psychology. He knows. So every creator knows, if you someday make a robot, you would know how it functions, what are different functions. And getting to know the robot would be actually easier for you because you made it, right? If somebody wants to know about robot, who would it go to? The creator, which is you. So if I want to ask any question about myself, who would I go to? I would go to Allah. So that would build a relationship between Allah and me, just like it would build relationship between me and my teacher. So this is beauty of questioning. The focal point is questioning here, like beauty of questioning. So Jazakallah khair, Sister Shabano. Should we move to next slide?
Yeah, of sure.
Okay. Why do we need God? This is very important question for believers and non-believers, everybody. It's very important question for human being. Why can't we live without God or survive without God? Why can't we create our own planet XYZ? Why can't we create human or aliens, animals, XZ animals, for example, and so on? Why can't we grow our own food? Why do we need God to grow food? So these are all questions which are very important because the answer would make us closer to our God. The answer would help us recognize the characteristics of Almighty. It would help us know our capabilities. Like I take example of the last point, and Sister Shabano, you can add for further. That for just take an example of growing food. It when it says we can't grow our own food. Now some of you will say, no, I know many farmers who can grow food. Yeah, we are means of growing food. We have seeds. We plant the seed. We sow the seed, and then it sprouts itself. We provide some aid in form of water or fertilizer, and then it grows. Definitely, we are growing that food as a farmer. But can you make it happen? That sprouting, you cannot make it happen. If due to XYZ factors, it just decides to not grow, you can't do anything about it. So the growth part, just like your birth, is taken by the ability which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has. We cannot make it grow. So when you thought that why do we need God to grow food? Can we grow our own food? When you thought about it, it told you that what are your capabilities and what are your creator's capabilities. So this question actually gave you this much benefit, that you got to know yourself and you got to know your creator. Sister Shabana, would you like to add something?
Yeah, and this question will let you compare yourself the empowerment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This will take you to your helplessness and will show the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm like, you were explaining this and I was focusing, what if we don't know God? Bushra Salman, what will happen? You know, we are living a life where we know that, Alhamdulillah, we are Muslims. Alhamdulillah that we know Him. But if we are randomly moving on and we are not aware consciously, we are moving towards our death, you know. We don't know when our chapter is closed. So first of all, the thing came in my mind that Alhamdulillah, we know that God is there. But now in the process of God realization, we have to discover on every moment why I am having this glass of water. What if I am not able to have it? What if I'm not able to have it, and I'm not able to fulfill my thirst? Imagine. So for this thing, a little thing, I need my God to be there. I need to see Him. I need Him. I badly need my God. The first thing which it's amazing to think about God, you know. I think these are the moments which will be the basic part to let us go to Jannah, because this is and this is ultimate happiness when we think about God. We need Him, and this feeling of needness, the feeling of need that we need God comes when we know our own helplessness, discrepancies, that we are not perfect. Yeah. He is the perfect.
He is the perfect.
We are nothing. He is everything. So I think these questions sit and take a pause and don't leave this question. Don't ignore these questions. And I believe, like every human being, we all have these questions inside us. In fact, we don't think, we don't take pause, and the life goes on and on, and it's a blessing that we are having this question. And Jazakallah, Bushra Salman. These questions are amazing. They're like they are opening a way to satisfaction, because we will spend few time to think about our creator. This is the most important thing for
this
life.
Is ibadah. This is ibadah. Thinking about these questions, these kind of questions are ibadah. They are ibadat. Yes. They are worship. They are contemplating about what our God is and what we are as compared to Him is form of ibadat.
So, the ultimate player is to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to know Him, how much He loves me, how much He has given me the support system. The previous slides are also showing everything. So the support system is by Him. So we cannot ignore this, that we need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I think this is amazing slide. I loved this.
I love this slide too, because this is the most important question of our life. Why do we need God? And I would love if everybody include this in your activity. That would be my favorite part of the assignment. If you
I would love to know that how you think you know about your God.
Yeah.
What is your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This is the most important thing, you know. The most important thing. What's going on with you and your God?
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to know like what other people think, and if you do not include it in your assignment, we will have a class discussion. I'm surely going to discuss again live with you guys.
Amazing.
So,
Inshallah.
Jazakallah khair, Sister Shabano. I would reiterate the activity from slide 6 to
Yeah.
slide 10. We have multiple questions. Take any 5 questions, reply in your own words, and your responses will be submitted to us by your amazing homeroom teachers, amazing instructors out there. Jazakallah khair, everyone who are helping out in this activity and
Jazakallah.
conducting classes. May Allah bless you. And I think that's all for today's lecture.
Yeah.
And we will be together again with another amazing topic. Jazakallah
Inshallah.
khair, Sister Shabano.
Jazakallah everyone. Jazakallah, Salman. Jazakallah.
Assalamu
I'm
alaikum.
obliged.
Allah Hafiz.
Walaikum assalam.